ये बात हवाओं को बताए रखना, ये बात हवाओं को बताए रखना, रोशनी होगी चारगों को जलाए रखना।
वाह वाह।
लहू देकर जिसकी हिफाजत हमने की, लहू देकर जिसकी हिफाजत हमने की, ऐसे तिरंगे को सदा दिल में बसाए रखना।
वाह 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 वाह।
The play has a story of two vagabonds cunningly taking away a pie and a tart from the managing to survive that day. It is the characters of these vagabonds that is very interesting in the play. They are street smart, witty, practical, shrewd, and quick in thinking and actions. Let's see this play played by Alaina, Manal, Khanita, Alfiya, and Minha.
Assalamu alaikum.
Keep there.
Can I start? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we, the girls of grade 9 and 10, will be performing the play The Pie and the Tart. And the characters are Alaina as Pierre, Manal as John. And Alfiya as Gaultier, Khanita as Marian. And I'm your narrator, Minha. The scene is laid outside Gaultier's cake shop in Paris. The time is in the middle of 15th century. The act could be played on a curtain stage with one door back center. The only furniture is a bench. John and Pierre are discovered. The former seated on the bench in an attitude of extreme dejection. The latter pacing up and down, blowing on his fingers. Both must indicate that they are cold and hungry.
Hey, master keep doing that. It's this blasted cold. If I stop walking, I shall freeze.
So am I, but I prefer to die sitting down.
We make a pretty pair, you and I. Paris should be proud of us. See here, there are 23 holes in this tunic. I know it because I counted them this morning.
Look, the holes in your tunic don't interest me. What I'm concerned is about the hollow in my stomach. And we must live without a meal?
That's what I said to Judge Gaston last time when I was pinched for begging.
Said what?
He asked me why I did it. I said, well, Your Honor, I must live. He looked me up and down and said, I really don't see the necessity.
A wag, that judge.
He didn't know how it was to be so hungry. See here, my pretty, this can't go on. Now I'm going to all the doors and knocking on it. Since charity begins at home, I shall begin right here.
Okay. John begins to go, but Pierre calls him back.
Wait a minute, brother. Let's hear what you can do.
Yes.
Okay. John knocks on the bench and assumes a mendicant voice and attitude.
For the love of Saint Agatha and all the blessed saints, have pity on a poor miserable who has had no food for 3 days. How's that?
Not bad, but make it 7 days and squint slightly because it's a sure sign of starvation.
Okay.
Exit John. Pierre knocking on the cake shop door. Mr. Gaultier comes to the door. He is a man about 50, well preserved and obviously contented with his lot.
For the love of God and all his blessed angels, Have pity on a poor miserable who has had no food since 7 days.
Go away, beggar. I have no time for you. My wife is away and I'm very busy. You better go to the next street.
Mr. Gaultier slams the door. Exit Pier. Enter John. He looks at the door, hesitated, and then knocks. The door is opened by Marian. She is younger than her husband, Scoutish.
For the love of Saint Agatha, Saint Nicholas, Saint Crispin, and all the blessed company from heaven, have pity on a poor miserable who has had no food for 7 days.
Go away, beggar. My husband is out and I've got nothing for you. You'd better call back when he comes back.
Marian shuts the door. John sits disconsolately on the bench. Presently, Gaultier comes out of the shop. He makes as if to go out, but remembers something and goes back towards the shop. Marian appears at the door.
I'm going to the mayor's. He keeps none too good a table. I am thinking of taking that eel pie that I made last Sunday. Do you think you could get it for me? Hurry.
Very well.
She goes back into the shop while Gaultier calls her back.
Wait, I can't very well be seen carrying an eel pie through the road street of Paris, can I? After all, I'm a man of my position. Do you think you could get it along for me?
Quite impossible. I'm too busy for that. Why not send someone back for it?
Yeah, good idea, but who?
I hadn't thought of that.
I have it. I'll tell the messenger when I see him to kiss your hand, and then you will know that everything is all right.
Marian laughing.
Then choose a looking one, because Madame Gaultier's hand is not for everyone to kiss.
Marian returns to the shop. Gaultier exits. John, who has overheard all the foregoing, sits pondering. Presently enter Pierre.
Any luck?
Yes and no.
What does that mean?
Look here. Are you ready to do exactly as I tell you and no questions asked?
I'll do anything to keep my stomach quiet.
Listen, I'm gone to the next street. I'm directly gone. You will go to the door, knock on it, and the lady come to the door.
Thanks. I have already been there this morning and I got what I expected.
Mimicking Mr. Gaultier.
Go away, beggar, go away. I have got nothing for you.
Never mind about that. You will go up to the door, knock on it, and the lady will come to the door.
But how do you...
Don't interrupt. The lady will come to the door. You will take her hand and kiss it.
Kiss the lady's hand? I think you are making a slight mistake, brother. I'm not lovesick, I'm starving.
Wait, that's not all. When you kissed her hand, you will say, Madam, I'm sent by Mr. Gaultier, who sends me to fetch the pie, the eel pie. And then she will bring you the large eel pie
and the heavens will open, the roses will fall, we'll start flying and dancing in the sky.
Well, believe it or not as you like. The point is, are you hungry or not?
Hungry? I have a hollow in here that all birds could nest in.
Then do as I tell you. If it doesn't come off, then never trust me again. But it will.
Criminy, Jean, are you serious?
Of course I'm serious.
Fine, I'll do it.
Good.
But tell me again, what do I have to do?
It's all quite simple. You will go up to the door, knock on it, and the lady will come to the door. You will say, I'm sent by Mr. Gaultier, who sends me to fetch the eel pie. You'll take her hand and kiss it. That's important.
Oh, okay.
Exit John. Pierre knocks on the door. Marian answers it.
Good morning, lady. I'm sent by Mr. Pye to fetch Gaultier. Oh shit. I'm sent by Mr. Gaultier to fetch the pie, the eel pie.
And how am I to know that you are his messenger?
Allow me, lady, to kiss your hand.
He attempts to seize her hand, but Marian snatches it away.
All right. That will do. Wait here and I'll get it for you.
Exit and reappears with pie.
Take care how you carry it. It's a very good pie.
Rest assured, lady, I'll take the greatest care of it.
Be off then and don't waste your time in getting there.
She closes the door. After she had gone, Pierre stands holding the pie as if stupefied. He then places it carefully on the bench and sits beside it. He gazes at it lovingly, prodding it now and with his fingers.
This is the pie which I had dreamed for. Good dream, last a little longer.
Picking up the pie, tenderly and sniffing it. Enter John.
Well, what did I tell you?
Shh, don't speak too loud, you must wake me up.
Wake up! We won't wait for the nectarines and the champagne. This will do to start with.
He goes out carrying the pie in front of him. John follows as if in a trance, nose in the air, sniffing. After a pause, enter Gaultier. He is obviously angry, rather out of breath. He knocks on the door. Marian opens it.
What? Back already?
The mayor was out. Nice way to treat a guest, eh? Calls for dinner and forgets all about it. I will get even with him one day. I am not the man to be played with.
But what will you do for dinner?
Dine at home, of course. What are you talking about?
We do not have anything at home to eat.
There's the eel pie, isn't there?
But you sent for it. I gave it to your messenger not a quarter of an hour ago.
What?
The messenger came as you arranged. As you told me, he kissed my hand and I gave him the pie. Didn't you meet him on the way?
I sent no messenger.
But you said...
I sent no messenger. What have you done with my pie? Have you eaten it?
Now don't be absurd, Gaspard. Of course I haven't eaten it.
Then where is it? I shall see for myself. Where is it? Have you eaten it? But whatever.
He strides into the shop, followed by Marian. After a considerable pause, we enter John and Pierre. They sit arms round each other's shoulders at one end of the bench.
Jean, my stomach being as it were, and my brain started working.
Slowly, my friend, slowly. My doctor warned me that after a meal, your brain mustn't be overworked. It is in the interest of digestion.
Okay, we'll see to that. But the pie which we have eaten, what do you think about that?
It was the work of an artist.
The composition was faultless, and the crust was such a never crust.
And what eels, the tenderness, the plasticity. I wonder where he catches it from.
He does not catch it. It come up by themselves. No eel could resist the blandishment of such an artist as Mr. Gaultier. But in my mind, there was a fault.
And that?
Its singularity.
Oh.
There should have been two of it.
Yes.
It's possible. How? The same formula. Mr. Gaultier sends to fetch the pie, the tart. When I went to Mr. Gaultier's shop, I saw a tart on the shelf. I think it was a cranberry tart.
John getting up from the bench.
All right, I'll do it then. But she mustn't see you.
Good luck. I'll be around the corner.
Yes.
Exit Pierre. John knocking at the door.
Hello
Marian
there.
comes to the door.
And what do you want?
Lady, I'm sent by Mr. Gaultier. He says that the eel pie which you have sent is not large enough for him. And he wants the tart. I think it's kept in your kitchen shelf.
He wants the cranberry tart, does he? Very well. If you'll wait here, I'll get it for you.
Yes.
She goes back into the shop.
If life was as easy as this, I wouldn't have to starve to death.
Before he can finish the sentence, Mr. Goldsteer runs out from the shop and begins to cajole him.
Where is my pie? Stop! What have you done with my pie?
Stop! Where is my pie? Stop! It was no fault of mine, sir. It was my friend about 10 minutes ago. He overheard your conversation with your wife that you wanted a messenger to carry the eel pie to Minha house. That's why he presented himself. It was no fault of him either.
And where is he now?
He's not far away. I'll just go get him.
Listen here. You must be here within 5 minutes, not a minute more. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Gaultier goes back to the shop. John stands downstage, rubbing his breweries. Presently enter Pierre.
Any luck?
Not at all. She says that she just can't give the tart to anyone. She needs the same messenger who came for the eel pie. I kissed her hand till it was all sticky, but she wouldn't budge an inch.
Well, that's easy. You move aside, I'll handle by myself.
Exit John. Pierre knocks at the door. Gaultier opens it. Gaultier seizing him by the collar.
Where is my pie? Are you the one who took away my pie?
Sir, listen to me, sir. Sir. You see, sir, it was this way. I overheard you telling your wife that you wanted a messenger, so I presented Madame as a messenger. And I took the tart direct to the mayor's house.
You are a liar. Mayor was out.
Sir, that's where you're wrong. He was out, but after you went, he came back. Now, don't keep him waiting. He's waiting your on over there.
Well. That was it then. He hadn't really forgotten about me, did he? Tell him that I shall be there within 5 minutes, all right? I shan't be late.
Sir, but the tart?
The tart? Oh, yeah. I'll go get it.
He goes and returns with the tart.
Hurry. Be careful with it, all right?
All right,
Gaultier
sir.
goes back to the shop calling Marion. Presently enter John. He sees Pierre holding aloft the tart.
Creamy Pierre, you've got it?
Mr. Gaultier presents you this cranberry tart and bids you to kiss his hand.
John advances slowly and makes a show of taking Pierre's hand as if to kiss it. But instead, he snatches away the tart and runs out. Thank you.
Let's have a huge round of applause.
That was